realization that she may have touched something that someone else has, using Purell or hand washing at that point is very, very important. But in terms of the open can of bleach,
to necessarily be
arenas. In our fellowship, what we've done is we actually went several weeks ago to a model kind of early on where we had fellows on our services and then a workforce in reserve. So should someone get sick or need to get tested, someone to pull in. And those folks on reserve are actually using resources for education, studying about gastroenterology. In fact, I'd like to give kudos to the American College of Gastroenterology. Mark, of course, is the president of this organization, but they've made all of their educational resources available for free for all gastroenterologists, across the country. And so my fellows are logging on to the ACG Universe, and they're doing really important educational work that they can do at home during this downtime. But also, because they are board-certified internists, our fellows are actually volunteering in our emergency department to see patients functioning as an internist. Our fellows and our GI faculty have been called upon to treat patients in the hospital on the wards under internal medicine. And so all of us, even though we're specialty trained, we can still work as generalists to help during this pandemic. And so we're doing a lot of those types of things. But again, just like everyone out there, your listeners, we're trying to social distance, keep a workforce at home, and they're using a lot of these online educational resources to keep their education going.
Yeah, and I think it's been amazing. I mean, this is really challenging the ethos of our profession, and I think medical professionals, healthcare workers are really they're heroes. They're going out there and putting others in front of themselves. And I think we all have to recognize, and our listeners out there, that you could do the same. And the way you do it is not running to the ICU to help with an emergency patient, but it's washing your hands, keeping your distance, staying at home, socially distancing. Or physically distancing. Actually, we don't want to social distance. We need each other. We all need each other to get through this, but we need to be physically apart from each other. That's the way you could put others in front of yourselves, and the way our fellows are actually coming forward and saying they want to help. We had our fellows actually volunteer to go into the intensive care unit because they really know the ICUs from their fellowship, from their residency. We have actually our medical students. I don't know if you heard this, Millie, but at NYU Langone Health at the Grossman School of Medicine, they asked the medical students if they were willing to graduate a few months early so that they can go right on the floors and help with the workforce and become actual physicians graduating to take care of these COVID patients. And about half of them, or even more than half, I think, said yes. And I think that's going to actually happen. So even medical students, everybody is stepping up. So it's really been an incredible thing to witness. We just want to make sure that we get more tools to be able to treat patients so that we have medications that can actually make a difference.
Yeah,
all right, let's go back to the phone.
Really
Go ahead, David.
How many people are volunteering and trying to support, and even our million IBD colleagues from across the country have reached out. So anything they could do, could they take some telehealth visits if we get called, if I get called into the hospital to help out and so forth. So, really the community, the medical community has really been stepping up and volunteering.